revenge.
From the man who controls the GOP with an iron grip.
But let's say he does win re-election this November. Will there be any revenge?
Fuck you fucking piece of shit!
Directed at the people that put this revenge case together.
They've thrown in the gulag in Washington, D.C. President Trump said he will pardon those protesters on day one of his presidency. Yes, justice needs to be served. Equal application of the law. And this trial proves we don't have that in America right now.
We're just playing the fear game in reverse here because Trump and Fox are always spewing out all of their garbage, making us think, oh, we step outside, it's going to be a disaster. Well, I think they're upset about something, the Trumpy Trumps and Fox, and they're looking for revenge. I might be right. Something the Stormy Daniels hush money trial has just made me realise as we head to day 2 of deliberations, Stormy Daniels cannot be the only person that had an NDA installed upon her to hush. Through his business life and definitely through his TV world and political world, I suspect there are lots and lots of other NDAs, and some of them are coming to an end. Interesting enough, The Apprentice, and you can hear in a moment, we're not making it up. This is not something where they've tried to make a headline out of nothing. This is a real detail. The NDA has come to an end. It's served its course. Trump and the N-word. Omarosa, who used to work for Trump back in the Apprentice days, and also within the early days of his administration, has always hinted that he uses the N-word and various other derogative comments. Until now, there's been no concrete evidence. That's all about to change. I'm not going to summarise the article because it's quite a long article in the Slate, but there's a lady called Caroline Kepcher who was then Trump's head of hospitality. She is present in the room, and from what we can gather, this was recorded where they're talking about the 2 finalists in this particular edition of The Apprentice. One's black and one's white. Trump uses the words, and this is what is alleged and is on tape, that America, well, they're deciding whether basically I'll summarise it as it reads, whether the black contestant or the white contestant should be the winner of The Apprentice. Trump turns around and says that America would not, paraphrasing, stomach a N-word winning. Somebody's got to trace down Caroline Kepcher. Did it happen? She needs to go under oath. It's a simple fact. Omarosa has long hinted this is on tape. If the NDAs are now passed, out of date, surely NBC, it's time to share it with the world. Does the tape exist? Now, I suspect that Caroline Kepcher is not going to say anything. She probably knows where her expression is, what side her toast is buttered. But there is a question that could be asked. Were there cameras filming this particular interaction? I suspect she remembers it. And if she did have the reaction as described, it's not going to be something that she will be able to easily hide. So I think we're once again in the rabbit hole. No tape, no audio. But you can go on first impressions. If a reporter somewhere asks Ms. Kepcher a straight question, it could be, or was it recorded? That's all that needs to be happened. Was it recorded? And, okay, somebody's holding on to those tapes. Somebody is holding on to that tape. Omarosa is confident the tape exists.
Popular television networks in the United States, calling the president a racist, accusing him of using the N-word, recorded on tape during the filming of the reality show The Apprentice.
I have heard for 2 years that it existed, and once I heard it for myself, it was confirmed what I feared the most, that Donald Trump is a con and has been masquerading as someone who is actually open to engaging with diverse communities. But I had a blind spot where it came to Donald Trump. I wanted to see the best in him. And obviously, I felt miserably.
This was one of the tweets fired off by the president in response, describing his former employee as a crazed, crying lowlife and praising his chief of staff, John Kelly, for quickly firing, quote, that dog. In a separate tweet, he said he'd received a call from the executive producer of The Apprentice, who said there were no tapes of him using the N-word and that he doesn't have it in his vocabulary and never has.
The president is certainly voicing his frustration with the fact that this person has shown a complete lack of integrity, particularly by the actions following her time here at the White House.
Why did he hire her? I mean, why didn't he hire somebody he's describing as a dog, as a
Look, the
lower?
president wanted to give her a chance, and he made clear when General Kelly came on, and he voiced concerns that this individual didn't have the best interest of the White House and the president and the country at heart. The president said, do what you can to get along, and if you can't, he gave him full authority to carry out the decision to let her go.
She was also asked if she could guarantee that the American public would never hear the president utter the N-word on a recording or in any other context.
I can't guarantee anything, but I can tell you that the president addressed this question directly. I can tell you that I've never heard it. I can also tell you that if myself or the people that are in this building serving this country every single day, doing our very best to help people all across this country and make it better, if at any point we felt that the president was who some of his critics claim him to be, we certainly wouldn't be here.
Anything Sarah Sanders has to say is always taken with a pinch of salt, as far as I'm concerned. But Bill Pruitt, I think, is the Emmy award-winning producer. It's come out with these newest allegations. He's really got to actually deliver something here. It's really got to be no more calling my bluff, no more books. It's like just come out with some facts. Get some of these people on tape stating what happened and where it happens, because you can't keep on pushing this story, because as long as this story is pushed, it will just be that, a story. Now, I suspect everything alleged was said, but we need the proof.